need to be involved in prayer daily. Daily. Why? Because any relationship that is a good relationship involves communication. And God is a person, not just something or some, we're not just following some religion. We have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ inside our heart through the power of the Holy Spirit that indwells in us. And we need to communicate to God everything that we need. And then we need to take time to pause. Now, there's a good book called The Celebration of Discipline. I'll type it in there. I don't know who the author is, but it's called The Celebration of Discipline. And even though I think there's some things you need to be careful about on that book, it gives a good idea about how to listen to God. It's an old school book, so you might have to search that one out. And this talks about how it talks about fasting. It also talks about how we need to not only pray but pause and listen for God. And that's why fasting makes it so much better. Because you can take that time to pause and listen to God. But you should be doing it on your daily quiet time too. Take some time to pause. Hold a notebook. I type things inside my phone, okay? Because I'm not good. I lose paper. I write something on paper, I lose it the next day. A journal, I might lay it down somewhere and then it's gone. So I use my phone and my computer most of the time. But take notes what God gives you, what comes to your mind as you're praying. And not everything comes to your mind is going to be from God. It might just be ideas. Maybe you're flowing better that day. But when it comes from God, you're going to know it comes from God. And then you need to write that down, pray about it. And if it's the action you need to take, you need to take that action. But make sure it's from God. That means it's scriptural. That means it's confirmed by another situation or by somebody else. There's confirmation in the word. So spiritual confirmation, and God will provide opportunities. There's sometimes I thought God showed me some stuff, and there's some things God's still working out in me that I'd share with some, but not with everybody. It's because I feel God's still working it out in me. But there's some stuff that come to mind that's not from God. It's just a fleeting thought. And we need to tell the difference between those things. When you write them down and you pray about it and see what God's going to do. And also, as you're praying, you could do experiencing God method to see where God's moving and get involved in that action. That's what happened with us as the church. Our target is Victorville, California, but right now God has us in Napa Valley. But it's ironic. Years ago, I felt God told me to go do ministry in Napa Valley. And where we're at, we're in Napa Valley. So we're going to take advantage of the opportunity to be in the Napa Valley, even though we're still planning to go to Victorville to do work, to do ministry. So you see where God's working and you get involved in his plan.